Hello, Noctu. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine.
Good. Have you had a good week?
Yes, I have a good week before the final exams. Yeah.
All right. When are your final exams?
It's next week. Next week I will have the final exam.
Okay. Oh, well, good luck with that. I hope it goes well for you.
Thank you, teacher.
Exercise 6. And how's the weather in Hanoi today, Noctu?
I think it's very well because I'm just go out to play volleyball, and I think the weather is very well to today to go out play something.
Okay, so you say the weather is very good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, very good. You can't say very well. Have to say very good.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got it.
Good. So you've been to play volleyball already?
Yes. Today is my first day I play volleyball because last week my sister told me that you have talent to play that game.
Oh, really?
The sport.
Really? So yeah.
So I tried. Let's try.
Oh, yeah. And did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's the it, volleyball. It's very maybe hard for newbie, but
Yes.
you just you need some time um, to play to can
To
play
get
it.
better. Yeah. Yeah.
To can play better.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Noctu. That's great. Hello, Mrs. Ha.
Yes, hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, today, like Việt Anh and Khánh Linh, they are coming a little bit late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you for letting me know.
Okay.
Yeah. How are you feeling this morning, Mrs. Ha?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you. Okay.
Oh, good. Okay, that's great. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello, Bao Ling.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Bao Ling?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Are you feeling better this week?
Yes, I'm feeling better.
Oh, that's good. Okay, can you please turn your camera on so I can see you? Thank you, Bao Ling. And Noctu, I can't see you yet. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Noctu. Hello, Trami.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Trami?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good, I'm good, thank you. Have you had a good week?
Yes, but next week I'm having an exam.
Okay, so all week? Are you having exams all week?
Oh, just 3 days.
Just 3 days, okay. Okay, who else can I see? Hello, Tong Ming.
No, Hoàng Tường Minh. Oh, that is Phương Linh. Maybe because she's using like her brother's account.
Ah, okay.
Hoàng Phương Linh.
So it's Feng Ling. Hello,
Yes.
Feng Ling.
Okay.
She's in disguise.
Yeah, logging in.
Okay. Hello, Fung Ni. Can you hear me?
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Fung Ni?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Good. Okay. So Fung Ni, now I can see you. It's great. And Fung Ling, now I can see you. So can you hear me, Fung Ling?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Good. You're looking a little bit surprised, Fung Ling. Is there any reason for that? Oh, I can't hear you. Sorry, Fung Ling. Now I can. Now I can. That's better. Okay, and Bao Trang.
Hi,
Hi, Bao Trang. How are you?
lovely day.
It's a lovely day. Good. Yes, Nok 2 was telling me that. He said it's a very good day. So that's great. Okay. So how many do we have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we will start now. I think a couple of the other students are coming a little bit later to the class. So hello, everyone, and lovely to see you again, as usual. I hope you've all had a good week, and I hope you all enjoyed this week's lesson. So as usual, we're going to be looking at the fun phrase, then we're going to be looking at some word formation practice, and then again, we will be again looking at the speaking test. How you do the speaking test. Just making sure I have the right sheet for you. Hopefully the comments that I sent you about your speaking test during the week all made sense. Please let me know if they don't, or please let me know if you have any questions for me, as usual. Okay, so I'm going to share with you now our sheet for this week. Okay, Nok 2, what is this week's fun phrase, please?
Fun phrase of the week. Go to the extra mile.
Good. To go the extra mile. To go the extra mile. Correct. Bao Ling, what does to go the extra mile mean? What does it mean?
To do way more than is necessary or expect from you in order to reach a specific goal.
Good. Good reading, Bao Ling. And try me, how do you use it?
If you want to get the best test score in your class, you must be prepared to go the extra mile.
Okay, good reading, Trami. So this is a very simple one, and I'm sure you will have no problem understanding this. To go the extra mile just means to try extra hard to do something. So someone who goes the extra mile is someone who works extra hard to achieve some goal they have in mind. So I don't think anyone should have any problem with this. Please let me know if you don't understand. But to go the extra mile, again, is a very common phrase in English, very common idiomatic phrase. Okay, Fung Ling.
Yes,
Okay, Fung Ling, what is a blessing in disguise? What does that mean?
say in disguise.
And you remember?
Good thing will seem bad at first.
Yes, very good. You are correct. So everyone, remember, a blessing is something good. A blessing is something good that happens to you. So a blessing in disguise is something that at first seems bad, but later turns out to be good. Okay, something that at first seems bad, that later turns out to be good. So remember, the example I've been using is if you miss your bus for school one morning and you are late for school, but then the bus has an accident and many people on the bus are hurt. So it is a blessing actually that you were late, that you missed the bus. Turned out to be a blessing in disguise. It was a good thing you missed the bus, even though it made you late for school. So that's what a blessing in disguise means. Phung Ni,
Yes.
do you happen to know what the opposite of blessing is? Do you know?
Sorry, I don't know.
Okay, that's okay. Bao Trang, do you know?
I don't know either.
Okay, begins with the letter C. Begins with the letter C. Tra mi.
Yes.
Do you know what the opposite of a blessing is? Any idea?
No, sorry.
Okay, one more. I'll try one more. Bao Ling.
Maybe condemnation.
No, it is this word here. I'll send you this word in chat, everyone. Okay, so you should be able to see this word here now. It is curse. Curse, C-U-R-S-E. A blessing is the opposite from a curse. So a curse is a bad thing that happens to you. It's also the name of, I don't know if you have witches in Vietnamese culture, but a curse is a bad spell that a witch or a ghost puts on you. Does that make sense, Bowling?
Yes.
Okay, so a curse is the opposite of a blessing, by the way. A curse is the opposite of a blessing. Knock 2.
Yes.
Okay, hang in there, knock 2. What does hang in there mean?
I forgot that.
Okay, Bao Ling.
I forgot that too.
Okay, Tra Mi, hang in there. Hang in there, Tra Mi. If I say that to you, what does that mean?
That means that you tell something as someone don't give up.
Yeah, means don't give up. Just means don't give up, means keep trying. All right, so knock 2, if I say, I know volleyball is a tough game, but hang in there. Okay, it means keep trying. Keep trying. You will get better. Does that make sense, knock 2?
I understand.
Good. Good. So everyone, so a blessing in disguise is something bad that turns out to be good. Okay, hang in there means keep trying. Don't give up. Just hang in there. And to go the extra mile means to do more than is necessary to achieve your goal. So if you want to get a good mark in your exam, sometimes you have to work extra hard. And that's what to go the extra mile means. It just means to work extra hard. Are there any questions about those? Okay, next, confusables, which, as you know, Bao Trang, I know you came last week, but maybe these are still a bit new to you, Bao Trang. So confusables are words which are pronounced the same, but have different spellings and meanings. So, Bao Trang, can you read number 1 for me, please?
I had an email from my teacher last week.
Good. Okay, so both these words are pronounced weak, but they have different meanings. Number 2, Fung Ling.
I got bored with my job as a bus driver.
Good. I got bored with my job as a bus driver. Both these words are pronounced bored. Number 3, Bao Ling. Bao Ling.
We threw the ball to the people.
Good. He threw the ball to Peter. So even though this word here is spelled completely different to this word, both pronounced through. Number 4, Tra Mi. Tra Mi.
My love for you will never die.
Correct. Okay, both those pronounced exactly the same. And the last one, knock 2. Number 5, knock 2.
I will want them not to go there.
Good. Okay, good. So you have all given correct readings. Very good. Your reading is good. So please now in chat, okay, send me the correct answer to each sentence, please. Okay, so just as usual, type what number the sentence is, and then the answer. And please send them to me all at once. So numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, send them all at once, please. Okay. Viet An. Sorry, I didn't see you before. Welcome to the class, Viet An.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Viet An?
I'm feeling good.
Good. Okay, Viet An. I've got Viet An's answer. I've got Phung Ni. I've got Tra Mi. Bao Ling. Nok Tu. Bao Tran. Okay, Phung Ling, just waiting for you, please. Okay, thank you, Phung Ling. Okay, Phung Ling, I will start with you. Can you please read number 1?
I had an email from my teacher last week.
Okay, and is it the first week or the second week is the correct answer?
The first.
First week is correct. Okay, Nok Tu, can you read number 2, please?
I got bored with my job as bus driver.
Okay, okay, and which board is it? The first one or the second one?
So it's first one.
First one. Okay, first one is correct. All right, number 3, Viet An. Viet An.
Number 3, he threw the ball to Peter.
Okay, it is pronounced through. Okay, Viet An, he threw the ball to Peter. Okay, so which one is correct? The first through or the second through, Viet An?
It's the first through.
Okay, it's actually the second one. Okay, the second one, T-H-R-E-W. He threw the ball to Peter is the correct answer. Okay, the words are quite different. To throw something means to pass something by throwing it in the air. But to go through something means something completely different. But it is the second one, threw the ball to Peter. All right, number 4. Bao Trang.
My love for you will never die.
Okay, first one or second one, Bao Trang?
The second one.
The second one, that's easy. Okay, my love for you will never die. Okay, and the last one, number 5, Bao Ling.
I will want them not to go there.
Yeah, first one.
One.
Number 1 is correct. Okay, it is the first one. All right, and just in case anyone, most of you got 5 out of 5, so that's great. Well done, everyone. I will just quickly go through the meanings, just in case some of you are still a little bit confused. Obviously, a week refers to days of the week. So 1 week is 7 days. Week is the opposite of strong. So weak, this week here means not strong. Bored means you are tired with something. Bored, this word has a couple of meanings, but one of them is a piece of wood. A piece of wood is a board. a piece of wood. That's one of the meanings of board, but obviously quite different from this one. Through and through, I think I've just explained. One of them is to go through something. Please go through the door. Please go through the door into the restaurant is the first through. This one is he threw the ball. He threw the ball. It's quite a different meaning. This first dye means to color something. Many people dye their hair. They dye their hair different colors. Okay, so that's what this dye means. And of course, worn and worn. The second worn means something that you wear. Something that you wear. I have worn this shirt all day. Okay, so worn is a version of the word wear. Are there any questions with any of those? Okay, so good on you for getting everyone, almost everyone got 5 out of 5. That's great. So the next thing we're looking at is the word formation exercise for this week. So we're looking at exercise 6, and we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, how many people have we got in the class so far today? Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think. Okay, everyone. So can you please do the first 7 of these and send me the answer in chat? Okay. So numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, who is going to be first? You will notice these are getting a little bit harder now, a little bit harder than some of the ones you've had before. And if any of you are unsure of the meanings of any of the words, please ask me. Okay, let's see who is first. Bao Ling is first. Tra mi is second. Okay, so that is 7 out of 7, Bao Ling. Well done. And 7 out of 7, Tra mi. Okay, just 1 more minute on this, and then we will go through the answers, whether you are finished or not. 1 more minute. Okay, that's good. Be it an, 7 out of 7. Okay, 5 out of 7, Phung Ni. You have 5. You have 6 out of 7, Nok 2. And you have 6 out of 7, Phung Ling. Okay, everyone, let's start with the answers. All right, Nok 2, can you please read sentence 1, please, with the correct word?
It's totally understandable that you stay at home when you were sick.
Good. It's totally understandable. Understandable, I think everyone got correct, that you stayed at home when you are sick. Number 2, Bao Ling, please.
Don't laugh at this stupid joke. You will only encourage him to say them again.
Good. You'll only encourage him to say them again. Encourage, encourage, E-N, courage is the form of the word courage, encourage. Okay, it means you'll only want him to start again. To encourage someone means to give someone praise for something so that they will keep doing the same thing. Encouragement and praise are synonyms. All right, number 3, Tra mi.
That sidewalk is slippery. I almost fell.
Good. So slippery. Slippery is the correct form of the word slip. Sidewalk, as I guess many of you will know, is an American word for footpath. Footpath. Other countries say footpath. In America, they say sidewalk. Means the same as footpath. Number 4, Phung Ling.
Number 4. After Monday, I will no longer be a foreigner. I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay,
Yes.
that's fine. That's fine, Phung Ling. Phung Ni, number 4.
For number 4, after Monday, I will no longer be a foreigner. I am receiving my citizenship.
Citizenship is correct. Citizenship. Can you hear that, Fong Ling? Citizenship is the word. It's the word you use when you become a citizen of a country, especially when you go to a new country and you become a citizen, you receive your citizenship. SHIP is what it is called, citizenship. Okay, Bao Trang, number 5.
I don't know this one.
You're not sure about this one?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine, Bao Trang. Viet An, number 5.
Number 5 is Arthur will be very lonely unless you befriend him.
Good. The word is befriend, Bao Trang. Befriend, B-E, friend. Befriend. Befriend means to make friends with someone. To befriend someone or something means to make them your friend. Doesn't have to be a person either. It can be an animal like a cat or a dog. I befriended the cat in the house next door. I befriended the man in the house next door. Just means to make someone your friend, is to befriend them. B-E, befriend them. Okay, knock 2. Number 6.
I think it's after every afternoon. So cook shopping the sleep is preparation for dinner.
Okay, so it is pronounced knives, knock 2.
Knife.
This one, knives. They're knives in preparation for dinner. And you are correct, sharpen is the verb. Okay, sharpen. The cooks sharpen their knives for dinner. To sharpen something means to make it sharp, make it cut more easily. They sharpen their knives. All right, and the last one, Bao Ling, number 7.
I have been around Marilyn. She is so unfriendly.
Correct. This is an easy one. It's just an opposite. I hate being around Mary Lou. She is so unfriendly. And you notice here, by the way, that the word so is repeated. This is not a mistake. This is to give extra emphasis or put a little bit of extra emotion into what you are saying. She is so unfriendly. The football match I went to yesterday was so exciting. Or I could even say the football match I went to yesterday was so exciting. Just gives extra emphasis. Means very exciting. So again, you can repeat words in English to give them extra emphasis sometimes, especially in conversation. Are there any questions about any of these words, the meanings of any of the words in the sentences? For example, preparation means to get ready for something. I know some of you are preparing for exams next week. You are doing exam preparation. Preparation just means to get ready for something. Any questions about any of those? All right, thank you, everyone. So what we are going to do now is just a little bit more work on speaking, and I'll also be looking at the speaking test that you did last week for me and just practicing that a little bit more. So there are some things that I still want to share with you that I don't think everyone did correctly last week. So again, we're going to go very quickly through some of these. Now, I know in the speech that you gave me last week, obviously you didn't have a chance to make eye contact with me, or you didn't get a chance again to use any body language, but you do get the chance to use stress and information to express enthusiasm. I don't think I heard anyone do this, but this is a very, very effective way of showing extra emotion about something. So again, I just want to quickly look at these words. Feng Ling.
Yes.
Okay, so Feng Ling, I'm going to say to you, it was amazing. It was amazing. Can you make that sound more exciting, please, Feng Ling?
Yes.
It was
amazing.
good. Better, Feng Ling, okay? So you can hear how Feng Ling's one sounded much more excited than the phrase I said. So I said it was amazing, but it sounds much better in English if you use stress on part of the word to show more emotion. It was amazing. Okay, it means the same as me saying very amazing, but it is actually more effective than saying very amazing. Does that make sense to you, Feng Ling?
Yes.
Okay, can you say it one more time, please, Feng Ling? Same thing.
It was amazing.
Good, it was amazing. Okay, it means it was really, really great. Okay, thank you, Feng Ling. Feng Ni.
Yes,
Okay, can you do the second one, please, Feng Ni? It was incredible.
it was incredible.
Good, it was incredible. It was incredible. Okay, the restaurant I went to last night for dinner, the food was incredible. Okay, so again, hopefully you can hear in my voice that the extra emphasis I'm putting onto incredible is making it sound more enthusiastic, more exciting. Okay, Bao Trang. Now, Bao Trang, can you do the next one, please?
It was breathtaking.
Okay, try again, please, Bao Trang.
It was breathtaking.
Okay, it was breathtaking. Okay, all the emphasis goes on the first syllable. It was breathtaking. Can you do that again, please, Bao Trang?
It was breathtaking.
Good, it was breathtaking. Breathtaking. Okay, and the last one, Viet An.
Yes, teacher. The crowd went wild.
The crowd went wild. The crowd went wild.
The crowd went wild.
Good, perfect. Okay, Vietnam won the football match and the crowd went wild. Okay, means they got very, very excited. So hopefully you can see or you can hear from this that if I emphasize certain syllables in these words, and there are many more words you can do this with too, not just these words, many more words. If you put extra emphasis on some of the syllables, it makes it sound more exciting. And this is the sort of thing that is very useful for when you're doing a speaking test. If you want to give extra emotion, if you can do that, you will usually get extra marks for this. Okay, because it shows you know how to use stress to show emotion in English. All right. So before we go back to the speaking test we did last week, I'm just going to go through some vocabulary words and collocations that we heard on the voice track. I'm going to play the voice track for you one more time so you can hear these words, then I'll go through them with you because these are all things or words that you can add to your vocabulary. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but one of the secrets to learning English, or in fact any language, is not to learn just individual words, but to learn collocations, learn phrases, without worrying too much what the individual words mean. For example, I'll give you an, try me.
Yes.
Okay, try me. Can you please say to me, how are you?
How are you?
Okay, so you can see, you can hear try me is using the phrase, how are you? Which means, how are you feeling? You know, are you well today? But we are learning that as a phrase. We don't think of each word by itself. We don't think, what does how mean? What does are mean? What does you mean? We learn the phrase, how are you? Which is what you say in English when you want to find out how someone is feeling. So it's easier to actually learn the whole phrase and try and remember that than to try and remember each individual word. So if I haven't mentioned this to some of you before, I'm doing so now. One of the keys to learning English, in fact, any language, is to try and learn complete phrases for communication, rather than worry too much at this stage about what each individual word might mean. So try to learn phrases. That's why there are quite a few phrases in this passage that I'm going to play for you, because this is often the easiest way to learn, is to learn a collection or collocation of words that go together, rather than learning each word individually. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to now play you, once I've found it, this track, which is something I think I played for you last week, and which is someone answering questions from the examiner about fitness and exercise. So please, everyone, just have a listen to this. Okay, hopefully you'll be able to hear it now. Okay.
Keeping fit. What are the best ways to keep fit?
The best way to keep fit is to do exercise that...
Sorry, try me. Can you hear that?
Yes, I can hear it clearly.
Okay, good. Thank you.
raises your heart rate. The heart is a muscle and has to be worked like any other muscle. So golf, in my opinion, is not the best form of exercise. Something like running or swimming or surfing is much more beneficial.
Okay, so just looking at the words that that speaker used, the phrases that the speaker used, you should all know what keep fit means. Keep fit, the best form of exercise. The best form of exercise means what exercise is best for your body, the best form of exercise. And again, you learn this as a phrase. Okay, the best form of exercise. So don't worry too much about what each individual word means, as long as you understand what the phrase means. Does that make sense to you, Bao Ling?
Yes.
Okay, so Bao Ling, what do you think is the best form of exercise?
The best form of exercise is playing sports such as badminton or basketball to keep
Okay,
the-
great, perfect answer. So please, everybody, listen how Bao Ling started her answer by repeating the phrase for me. So I want you all to do that, please, okay? It's a good way to learn. So thank you, Bao Ling, that was perfect. The best form of exercise is something like badminton or tennis or something like that. Beneficial just means something that is good for you. So exercise is beneficial. Eating vegetables is beneficial. Going for a walk is beneficial. It's good for you. Knock 2, can you pronounce the word for me, please?
Yes. Teacher, can
Yep. Can you please say this word with where I'm pointing?
what do you mean?
This word here. Can you see the arrow pointing?
I can see the screen. I can see the subject. Teacher.
Yes. Can you see all these words? Knock 2?
No, I can see.
Yep. You can see them.
Yes.
Okay, so can you pronounce this word here that begins with B?
I don't know.
Sorry, Knock 2, can you see it? So the word is beneficial.
I can see the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you say it for me, please?
I can see the screen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you see the screen?
No.
Oh, you can't see the screen. Okay,
Yes.
I thought you could. Sorry. Okay, hang on. I will stop the share and I will start it again. Okay, can you see it now, Knock 2?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so can you please say this word here, please?
Beneficial.
Okay, close. Beneficial. Beneficial.
Yeah.
Can you say it, please, Knock 2?
Beneficial.
Good. One more time, please. One more time.
Beneficial.
Good. Perfect. Beneficial. What does beneficial mean, Knock 2?
It's a benefits of doing something. Like
Yeah, it means something that is good for you. Something that is good for you.
Yeah.
For example, exercise is beneficial. Exercise is beneficial. Eating vegetables is beneficial. Okay, beneficial is a formal word that means something that is good for you. So this is a good word to add to your vocabulary. Kang Ling. Kang Ling. Hello, Kang Ling.
Hello.
Hello, Kang Ling. Sorry, I didn't realize you had joined the class. Welcome to class, Kang Ling. I hope you are well today.
I'm sorry for being late because I have some school today, so I joined class late.
Okay, that's okay. No problem. No problem, Kang Ling. Okay, so again, so the words to add to your, just remember that you should know from this exercise are keep fit, the best form of exercise, beneficial. Okay, so please have a listen to the rest of this conversation, which will have more of these words in it.
Do you think most people consider exercise a chore, or do they find it fun?
I think most people feel it is something they should do.
Sorry, Kang Ling, can you hear that? Can you hear the voice?
Yes, I can hear it.
Oh, good. Okay. Thank you.
That is a mistake, as far as I'm concerned, because the best way to exercise is not to think about the fitness aspect and just have fun. You can exercise without even noticing you're doing it if you play volleyball with your friends, or go snorkeling, or go for a long walk on a sunny day, or something like that.
Okay. So the two phrases she had in her answer there were fitness aspect. Fitness aspect means it means a part of doing exercise. So when you do exercise, fitness is one aspect or part of the benefit you get from doing exercise. Other benefits you get from doing exercise might be getting to meet your friends, getting to go outside. They are two other aspects of exercise which are beneficial. So fitness aspect means a part of something. I hope that makes sense. So she was talking about the fitness aspect of exercise, the fitness part of exercise. So keep active, again, is a collocation. These two words often go together. Keep active just means to keep doing something. You should keep active. If you want to stay healthy, keep active. Keep active means keep doing something. All right.
What is the most popular form of exercise in your country?
I would say the most popular form of exercise is going to the gym. I'm in two minds about the gym as a way to keep fit. On the one hand, it is convenient, but on the other hand, a gym is a very controlled environment, somewhat lacking in imagination and spontaneity.
Okay, Kang Ling. Kang Ling.
Yes.
All right, I'm in two minds about the gym. Kang Ling, can you remember back to our fun phrases that we've done over the past few weeks? There is another phrase which means I'm in two minds about something. Can you remember what that phrase is?
Yes.
What is it?
About the gym. It's like sitting on the fence.
Yes, very
And
good,
it's
Kang Ling.
like-
Yes, perfect. Yeah, very good. Perfect. Good memory. Okay, to be in two minds means you are sitting on the fence about something, means you are not sure if something is good or bad. Does that make sense to you, Viet An?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so to be in two minds about something or to sit on the fence about something, both mean you are not sure if it's good or bad. So in this case, she said, I'm in two minds about the gym. And again, this sort of phrase is very useful to know, to impress an examiner with your knowledge of English vocabulary and how to use English in an idiomatic way. So instead of saying, I'm unsure about the gym, you say, I'm in two minds about the gym. It's the sort of thing a native speaker would say and shows that you have a good understanding of how idioms are used in English. I'm in two minds about the gym. I'm in two minds about going on holiday this weekend. There's too much traffic. Okay, convenient. Knock two. Knock two.
Yes.
Do you know what convenient means?
I know. It means something easy to do.
Yes, good. Yeah, you are right. You are right, knock two. Yeah, something that is convenient means something that is easy to do. Okay, something that is easy or not too difficult. All right, it's convenient for me to go to the shop because it's very close to my apartment, meaning it's easy for me to go to the shop. That's good, knock two. This next one, she said, a controlled environment. Controlled environment. It's a little bit harder. Bao Ling.
Yes.
What is a controlled environment?
I don't have any idea.
Okay, controlled environment is the space that surrounds you. So for example, at the moment, you are sitting in a room talking and listening to me. That room, you have an environment in that room that is maybe either warm or is cold. Okay. It is maybe a little bit stuffy if you don't have enough air to breathe. So the environment is something that surrounds you. Does that make sense, Bao Ling?
Yes.
Okay, so a controlled environment is when you have control over things in the environment. For example, if you have air conditioning in your room, then you can control the environment by making the temperature either hotter or colder. Bao Trang, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so a controlled environment is where you have some power to change part of your environment, such as making your room hotter or colder. The environment is something that surrounds you, okay? And if you have control over it, such as making it hotter or colder, a controlled environment. Okay, the next one, a little bit harder, Trami.
Yes.
Can you read this next phrase, please? The one that starts lacking. Can you read the phrase?
Lacking in spontaneity.
Close. Lacking in spontaneity. Can you say that, please, Trami? Spontaneity.
Spontaneity.
Good. Perfect. Spontaneity. Lacking in spontaneity. Can you tell me what that means, Trami? Any idea?
I think I do know it.
Okay, this is a little bit a word that might be unfamiliar to most of you. Something that is spontaneous is something you do without thinking hard about it. It is the opposite of planning. So something that is spontaneous, you do without thinking too hard about it. For example, Trami, you might spontaneously decide to go to the shop. Okay? It means you decide to go to the shop without thinking too much about it. So you think, I'm thirsty, but I don't have anything to drink in my apartment. I will go to the shop. All right, so you are going to the shop spontaneously. It means you haven't planned to go to the shop. Just suddenly you think you will do something. Does that make sense, Trami?
Yes.
Okay, so doing something spontaneously is the opposite of doing something that you have planned. So for example, maybe you and your friends, maybe you might have a spontaneous game of basketball. Okay, you haven't planned to have a basketball, but when your friends get together, someone has got a ball and someone else says, let's play basketball. Spontaneously, it means you haven't planned this, but suddenly you decide to do it. So something that is lacking in spontaneity means something that is very well planned. So the person in the talk we've just been listening to was saying that going to the gym lacks spontaneity. So going to the gym means planning to do exercise. Whereas maybe if you just decide to go for a run around Hokiem Lake, okay, you just decide, today I'll go for a run around Hokiem Lake. You're doing that spontaneously. You haven't planned it, you've just thought of it. Does that make sense to you, Feng Ling?
Yes.
Okay, so spontaneity, again, is a good word to add to your vocabulary. So something that is spontaneous is something that you do without planning it. All right, and the last one of these, I think we've done this word, sedentary. Sedentary, Feng Ni.
Yes.
What does sedentary mean? Sedentary.
I don't know this word.
Okay, sedentary means you don't move very much. Maybe some of you are sedentary sometimes. Means you just sit, or maybe you lie down. Someone who is sedentary doesn't move. They don't do any exercise. They don't walk anywhere. So sedentary it means the opposite almost of exercise. So someone who is sedentary means someone who just sits around a lot, or someone who just lies down and sleeps a lot. They are very sedentary. Does that make sense, Feng Ni?
Yes.
Okay, and you often hear it in combination with lifestyle. So someone who has a sedentary lifestyle is someone who is a bit lazy. Someone who is a bit lazy when it comes to exercise. Someone who has a sedentary lifestyle. Okay, have a listen to a few more of these.
Healthy lifestyles. Do you think people in your country are less healthy than they used to be?
Yes, definitely. I would argue that the invention of TV has led to people being much too sedentary. I know some people who refuse to have a television because they think that without one, they are much more likely to keep active. It's all too easy to become a couch potato. Also, most people work in offices, so they just sit in a chair all day long and only move to go to the photocopier. That's very unhealthy. People used to work the land and so be on the go from morning till night. Obesity was unknown then, except among the super rich, I imagine.
How?
Okay, so Bao Trang.
Yes.
What is a couch potato? This phrase here, what is a couch potato? What do you think?
I think it's a. She said that easy to be a couch potato, so I think it's a way of lifestyle.
Yes, it is a type of lifestyle. But if you say to me, you are a couch potato, what do you mean? Or if I say to you, Bao Trang, you are a couch potato, what do I mean? Any idea?
No, I don't know. Is that advantage or opposite of it?
What it means, Bao Trang, is that you don't move very much. Means you sit in your chair or on a sofa and you play a game with your phone or on your laptop, okay? Or you watch TV. So someone who is a couch potato, a potato is a vegetable, remember? And vegetables don't move very much. Last time I looked, a potato can't walk, okay? Or it can't run. So a potato just sits. So someone who is a couch potato, they just sit down all the time. Does that make sense, Bao Trang?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, good. So couch potato, again, is a very idiosyncratic description, okay, of someone who is lazy. A couch potato is someone who just sits and doesn't do anything much. Okay, work the land. I'm going to go quickly through these because I want to get on to your speaking. Work the land is another way of saying farming. Okay, so the person in the talk you just heard mentioned people used to work the land, means people used to work hard farming. On the go from morning till night. On the go from morning till night. Viet An. Viet An.
Teacher.
Viet An. Can you think of one word that begins with the letter B, okay,
B.
which B, okay?
Oh, why?
B, yeah, which means on the go from morning till night. A word that has 4 letters begins with the letter B. B for banh mi. B for banh mi. Okay. Yeah, a word that means on the go from morning till night. Can you think of one quickly? The word has 4 letters, begins with B.
No, I have no idea.
Okay, Kang Ling.
Yes.
The go from morning till night, Kang Ling. A word that begins with the letter B, which means the same thing. 4 letters. 4-letter word beginning with B.
On the go from morning till night.
Yeah. A 4-letter word beginning with B for banh mi that means the same thing. Can you think of one? You can or can't? You can't.
I
Okay.
have no idea.
Okay. Knock two. Knock two.
Yes.
Any idea? Did you hear what
Bowling.
I was? Yeah. Can you think of a word beginning with B? I just want to see if someone can get this.
Oh,
Oh, you can't. Okay. Baoling.
I don't have any idea.
Okay. Try me.
I don't know too.
Okay. Feng Ling.
I don't know too.
Okay. And Feng Ni.
Sorry, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. The word is busy. 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 B-U-S-Y. I'm sure you all know this word. Very simple word. To be on the go from morning till night means you are busy. And again, this is a good idiomatic collocation that is very useful to know. So I can say to you, Hong Ni, how was your day yesterday? And you can say to me, Feng Ni, what can you say to me if you want to say you are busy?
I think I can say I'm on the go from morning to night.
And you are exactly correct. You are exactly correct, Feng Ni. Okay? So this is a very colorful way of saying that you are busy. Okay? Of course, you can just say, I'm busy. Of course, means the same thing. But to say, I'm on the go from morning till night is more colorful and more interesting. So that's why this phrase is used. So to be on the go from morning till night means you are busy. All right. Where did I get to? Knock two. Knock two.
yes.
If someone is suffering from obesity, if they are obese, what does that mean?
They eat too much and
Yes.
I
Okay. It means they are fat. Means they are fat. Okay.
fat.
Yeah, means they are very fat. Someone who is obese or suffers from obesity, this is just a formal word meaning fat. Okay, it's a big problem in many Western countries, especially America, where I think 60% of the population, 60–70% is obese. They are too fat. All right, thank you, Nok Tu. Bao Ling.
Yes.
Okay, the super rich, Bao Ling, the super rich.
I think it's many.
If you are super rich, Bao Ling, what does that mean?
You extremely rich.
Sorry, Bao Ling, I can't hear you very well.
I think it's extremely rich.
It just means you have a lot of money. Bao Ling, okay? Someone who is super rich, super rich. Super is just another word meaning very. Someone who is super rich is very rich. Someone who is super fit is very fit. Someone who is super fast at running is very fast. Super. Super just means very. Again, that's another idiomatic word for very. Okay, I think we'll finish off the rest of these next week because I want to get on to something else. Okay, so I'm just going to bring up something else for you here. And sorry, it's just going to take me a few seconds just to find this. This is what I want to do for the rest of the lesson. Okay. So remember last week we did the speaking test on this subject. Describe an exciting competition or sporting event you have witnessed. Now, Mrs. Ha was saying to me that maybe this question is a little bit unfair for some people who don't do any or watch any sport, which maybe it is. But remember, if you do the IELTS speaking test, you have no control over what topic that the examiner might ask you. So it is good to practice topics that you might not be familiar with. It's good to practice these, so you have to think about how would I answer this question if it was given to me in exam. So what I want to do now is you can see that these are the notes that I made for myself when I gave myself 1 minute to prepare this topic. Remember, for the speaking test, you have 1 minute to prepare for the topic. Okay, Bao Trang?
Yes.
How long do you have to prepare for the topic?
1 minute.
Correct. Thank you for listening, Bao Trang. Just checking. Okay, you have 1 minute to prepare for this topic. And so these are the notes I made in 1 minute for what I was going to talk about. So remember, I used abbreviations instead of writing football, because to write football takes too long. I wrote FT ball. Okay, instead of writing the word beat, as in Vietnam beat Thailand, I wrote BT. Instead of writing electric atmosphere, I just wrote atmos. All right, because this is all I need to write down for when I give my speech. I can look down at my notes and I know what electric atmos means. I know what I'm going to say. I don't need to write the whole word down. So what I want you to do now is please to write down for me your own notes. I'm going to share this document with you. I just want you to write down your own notes so I can see what you use to answer the speaking question. Does everyone understand what I want you to do? So you can see the notes that I wrote. All right, to give my answer. Now I want you to write down your notes, and please use abbreviations where you can. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to do this because you are typing. I know typing takes longer than writing, of course. Usually in an exam, you would just be writing, but in this case, you are typing. So I'm going to share the document with you all now in chat. So please click on the link once I've sent it to you. And you will see that I have written down your names already. At the end here, I don't think, sorry, Bao Trang, I didn't write your name down, so you please choose one of the end ones. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, that's fine, by the way, Phung Ling.
Thank you.
Okay, I hope you feel better soon. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, I hope you feel better next week. Do you have an exam this week, Phung Ling?
Yes, I still have exam.
Yeah, you have exams this week or next week? Okay, okay, good luck, Phung Ling.
Thank you.
Okay, I see you next week. Okay, bye-bye. All right, everybody else. Are there any questions about what I want you to do now? I know what you're going to tell me. You're going to tell me you haven't seen the link yet. This time I will send it. I only sent it to Viet An. Okay, so you should all be able to see the link now in chat. So please click on the link, then please take the next just few minutes to fill in your notes. Okay, so Trami.
Yes.
Okay, Trami, you're the first one I can see, so that's why I'm asking you. So for example, Trami, instead of writing basketball competition, my suggestion is you write something like basketball comp.
It's like this.
See what I mean? So I'm trying to save you time. Okay, if this was a test, I'm trying to save you time. So if you just write basketball comp, you know what you mean, don't you?
Yes.
Remember the examiner doesn't see this. You are the only person who sees this. So as long as it makes sense to you, that's all that matters. Okay, so for example, if you write basketball comp, and you could even just write, I think I can do this, yeah. All right, see what I've done, Trami?
Yes.
Okay, see, I've changed it to just writing BETW, which we both know means between. Okay, but it saves you time because then you don't have to write between. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Trami. So please keep going. All right, that's fine, knock two. Okay, just football, F-ball is fine. Okay, Bao Ling.
Yes.
Okay, the only thing now, again, as I was saying to Trami, you are the only person who gets to read this, okay, if this was a real test. So no one else would see this, only you. But what is this? What is the sport competition? What sort of sport? What sort of sport?
Basketball.
Okay, so I would write something like this, Darling, okay? Watch this. Oops. Okay, can you see what I'm doing, Darling?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm making everything abbreviated, so to save you time. All right, and you know it's between two teams. Who are the two teams, Darling?
My class and other class.
Okay. Okay. Does what I have written make sense, Darling?
Yes.
Okay, so see how I've abbreviated it. So now when you look at that, all right, you know exactly what it means, even though the words are abbreviated. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I want you to practice. Okay? Okay, Fung Ni.
Yes.
Okay, Fung Ni. All right, so you've written dance battle, that's good. If I wanted to abbreviate the word weeks, I can do this. Fung Ni, can you see?
Yes.
See what I did? So,
Yeah.
and again, as I'm saying to everybody, I'm trying to save you time by showing you this, all right? So you don't need to write out the words in full. You can write out abbreviations of the words. Because remember, you only have how long to prepare this in an exam, Phung Ni? How long do you have to prepare?
1 minute.
Great, 1 minute. So you haven't got much time to write down your ideas. So the idea is to write everything down in a type of shorthand, is to keep everything as short as you can, but you can still understand it when you read it. Okay, even a word like this, you can change to that. Phung Ni.
Yes.
Okay. So does that still make sense to you, Phung Ni? You can still read this?
Yes.
Good. And what else I would do, Phung Ni, is you probably need for this part here, all people dance really well. You maybe need 1 or 2 other things to talk about.
I know it, but I don't write it on the doc.
Okay, that's fine. If you know it, Phung Ni, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, good. Okay, this looks okay. Viet An. Viet An.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, this looks pretty good, Viet An, but again, I can just make this a little bit shorter, all right? Such like this. Okay, so does that still make sense to you, Viet An, what I have written? Can you still read that?
Why I understand to you?
Yeah, what I have done is shorten your words.
Yes.
Okay, so you're right. So you've got football, and I've got, instead of writing final, I've just written FNL of champ LG. Okay, which you know means Champions League. Okay, you know that. But you just write down a short version of this because you want to save time. Because remember, you only have 1 minute, 1 minute to do this. Does that make sense, Viet An, what I'm showing you?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, good. So it's good. So you write down, you could even write something like, okay, because you know that Istanstad actually means Istanbul Stadium. Okay, so as soon as you see this, you know what you are going to say. So you only write down abbreviated forms of the words to save yourself time. Okay, and so again, this is a good description, Viet An, but it takes too long to write down. Okay, so Viet An,
Yes.
Can you please turn what you have written here? Can you please tell me what actually happened, but using this as your note? So Liverpool, what happened?
This unthinkable come from.
Okay, so just remember these. Remember these are notes, Viet An, but you need to speak to me in complete words. Okay, so please turn these abbreviations back into complete words when you're talking to me. Okay, so start again, please.
Liverpool this unthinkable come from 3-0 down in first half. They won on penalty. Yes.
Okay, so what I want you to do, Viet An, is you're almost getting this correct, is to give me the complete sentence behind these abbreviations. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I would say, looking at these notes, I would say this game was really exciting because the Liverpool team did the unthinkable. They were 3-0 down in the first half, but they came back from 3-0 down in the first half and they won on penalties.
Oh.
So you see what I have done?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I've turned these notes into something longer when I am speaking, but I'm using these notes, okay, to remind me of what to say.
Yes.
Does that make sense, Viet An?
Yes. Yes.
So that is the whole point of this exercise, everyone, is just to write down as short a notes as you can, because, and I keep saying this, you only have 1 minute to do this in the exam, but of course you use your short notes. You tell a longer story using your short notes. Okay, so Kang Ling.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for you, Kang Ling, okay? All right,
Okay.
See how I've changed football to FT ball?
Okay, got it.
Okay, so 2018, okay? So you still know what stadium that is, don't you? Kang Ling?
Yes.
Okay, so you still know, so you know what MD Stadium means, don't you?
In Eden Stadium.
Yes, so you know, so if I just write MD Stadium here, you know what the name of the stadium is. So, but I am saving you the trouble of writing it all down in full. All right, I'm saving you time here. So if you just write down 2018 im, you don't even need the word im. Does that make sense, kindly? What I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you know that the game was played in 2018 in Mingding Stadium in Hanoi, but you just write down enough letters to remind you of that. All right? You don't need to write everything out in full because you don't have time to write everything out in full. Because what happened to me in the speaking last week, what I noticed some people were doing was they were writing out their whole speech, Kang Ling. Okay,
Yes.
I know you didn't, but some people were trying to write down every word that they had to say. And of course, in the test, you don't have time to do this. All right, so you have to get used to just writing down notes that you then use to, you expand on these notes when you are talking. But the notes are just there to remind you of what to say next. Does that make sense, Kang Ling?
Yes.
Okay. So something like this, Vietnam, that's good. That's a good abbreviation. That's fine. So you got Vietnam had been waiting for this cup for nearly a decade, which is a perfect sentence, Kang Ling. Okay, nothing wrong with that, but it is too long for notes. Okay, so so does that make sense? So you need to think of a short way of writing that will remind you to say that in the test. All right, so maybe you could change it, and this is you might do this a different way, Kang Ling. Okay, I will show you how I might change this. All right.
Okay.
Okay, I might do something like, okay, so can you see what I've done, Kang Ling?
Yes.
Okay, so you can see what I've turned waiting into. I've just made it like that. All right. But I know that says waiting. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sure.
And I've got here 10YS. So I know, and that would remind you to say they've been waiting to win this cup for nearly a decade.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when you see this, you won't read this exactly. Instead, this will remind you just of what to say.
Okay, I got
Okay,
it.
you got it. Good. Okay. And again, I keep emphasizing this, but I'm doing this because you only have 1 minute to prepare for this. So the quicker you can write down some notes, okay, the better.
Okay.
Okay, Bao Trang. Hello, Bao Trang. Bao Trang, can you hear me? He's disappeared. Okay. Bao Trang, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry for
Okay.
I have some.
That's okay, Bao Trang. So again, what I've been saying to everyone else, so these notes are fine, Bao Trang, except they are too long, all right? Because you only have 1 minute to prepare, all right? So you need to make these notes shorter, but so that they will still remind you of what to say. Right? So this here, Bao Trang, is all fine, okay? It's all fine, but it is too long for this exercise, right? So you need to say something like this. See how I changed this, Bao Trang? Something like that, okay? So can you see what I have done, Bao Trang?
Yes, I see.
Okay, so hopefully you can look at this and you can still construct your talk just from these brief notes, all right? So you can look at this and you can still say, okay, with smooth movement and great tactics from the best coach, the guest team can't win. So instead they turned the game around and they won spectacularly. All right, so I can still say that from reading these abbreviated notes, all right? But the abbreviated notes haven't taken me very long to write because I haven't spelt the words correctly. I've just used abbreviated words to remind me of what to say. Does that make sense, Bartrak?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, and again, we're doing this because in an exam, you would only have 1 minute to prepare this, all right? Which is not enough time to write out complete sentences. In 1 minute, you can only write down phrases and words to give you ideas of what to say. Does that make sense, Bartram?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, everyone, it's time to end the lesson. Now, thank you, Viet An, I can't see you. Thank you, Viet An. Okay, so we'll do this exercise again next week. So again, the reason why we are doing this is to train you to be able to write down your thoughts and ideas that you need for your talk in just 1 minute. All right, so don't write complete sentences, just to write down words and phrases just to remind you of the ideas. That's why we're doing this. And the other thing I want you to take from this week's lesson is remember, learning a language, of course, is difficult. We all know that, but it makes it a little bit easier if you can learn collocations, if you can learn phrases, chunks of language, rather than just concentrating on the individual words. And the example I gave you was, how are you? Okay, so you learn that as a complete phrase. You don't learn each word, how are you? You just learn, how are you? And you know that learning that phrase, being able to use that phrase means you can ask someone how they are feeling. So that's why I'm often trying to show you phrases rather than individual words all the time. And one last question, Viet An. Viet An.
Yeah, teacher.
Can you tell me what the word beneficial means? Beneficial.
It's good for me, just benefit.
Yeah, it means, yes, good. Comes from the word benefit, means something that is good for you, beneficial. Okay, so that's a formal word that's worth remembering. Something that is beneficial is something that's good for you. Knock two. Hi, Knock two. What are you doing for the rest of today?
I just stay at home and do my homework.
Okay, good. Feng Ni, what are you doing for the rest of today, Feng Ni?
I have to go the extra class.
You have to go to an extra class. Okay.
Yes.
Which one, Feng Ni? It's not physics, is it?
It's for math.
Math. Okay. Good luck with that, Feng Ni. Okay. Kang Ling.
Yes.
What are you doing for the rest of today?
Maybe I will stay at home and revise my knowledge for my final term exam.
Okay. Good luck with the exam, Feng Li. Kang Ling.
Thank you.
Hope you do well. Bao Ling. Bao Ling.
Yes.
Hello, Bao Ling. Yes. What are you doing for the rest of today?
I will go with my friend to study with them in the coffee shop.
Good. Okay, sounds like fun. Good English, Bao Ling, too. By the way, you'll notice I am speaking to you in a complete phrase, all right, which is the sort of thing you need to be able to do. Bao Trang, what are you doing for the rest of today?
I think there's nothing left for me to do, so I just lying down my bed.
Okay, you will do something sedentary. Okay, you will have a rest. Good. Viet An.
Yeah, teacher.
What are you doing for the rest of today?
I will going to my friend birthday party.
Okay, good. Hope you have fun at the birthday party. How old is he? Viet An?
He is 16.
16.
Yeah, 16.
Great. Okay, I hope you have fun. And finally, Tra Mi. What are you doing for the rest of today, Tra Mi?
I will take a nap and then do homework.
Okay, perfect English. I will take a nap and do homework. Okay, thank you everyone, as usual, for concentrating. As usual, please send me an email or ask Mrs. Ha if you have any questions about the class. Otherwise, for those of you who have exams this week, good luck, all right? I hope they're not too hard. I hope they're not too stressful. And I look forward to seeing you all again next Sunday. Have a happy week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Okay, goodbye everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye con. Okay.